Monica.
Thank you very much, Steph, and good afternoon, everyone. You are seeing our screen on today. It's because we're going to have a guest, a colleague from TV Univision, or Univision for some, who will participate in this briefing today from Miami. So hopefully it will work. So let me start with a save the date for your diaries. Next week, on Monday, 6 May, member states will hold a meeting of the intergovernmental process on the commemoration of the 75th anniversary of the United Nations, which will be marked in 2020. In a letter which was circulated on 29 April, the President of the General Assembly, Ms. María Fernanda Espinosa, informed member states about the consultations. The process is being led by Ambassador of Singapore, His Excellency Burhan Gafoor, and the Permanent Representative of Iceland, Her Excellency Ms. Bergdís Ellertsdóttir, who are the co-facilitators appointed by the PGA. This will be the second intergovernmental meeting on the dates and the modalities related to the 75th anniversary of the United Nations. And a zero draft resolution has been prepared and will be considered by member states. In a letter, both co-facilitators expressed their intention to finalize the document by end May. Ambassadors Gafoor and Ellertsdóttir have stressed their commitment to an open, transparent, and inclusive process. More information on our website, un.org/PGA/73. And on the PGA's agenda, she started her day with a book signing at the mission of Japan on the celebration to the enthronement of His Majesty Emperor Naruhito. She later granted an interview to the website Scientific American. Mrs. Espinosa had a bilateral meeting with the UK ambassador, Her Excellency Karen Pierce. And as we speak, she is meeting His Excellency Rubén Escalante, the ambassador of El Salvador. This afternoon, Mrs. Espinosa will talk to students of the new school on multilateralism. This is all from us for today. We will now cross to Miami. Hopefully, we're going to get the video. But while we are doing this, I will ask you, Carlos Chirinos, welcome to the meeting room, direct from Miami. Good afternoon.
Hello, Monica. Hello to you all. Good afternoon to everybody.
Thank you
for the invitation.
No, thank you. Carlos, if you don't mind, I would like to give the question first to our colleagues here, Ananka, and then I go back to you. Is that okay? Stay on the line,
sure.
Please. Okay.
Sure.
Do you have any questions? You don't? Yeah, Mr. Abadi, go ahead.
Thank you, Monica. Would the anniversary meeting be held at the summit level?
Correct. Yes, on a high-level meeting with heads of states and government. That is what the zero draft resolution is proposing. So member states, of course, need to endorse that. Yes.
What are the dates for the meeting?
This is going to be in September, around mid-September, but I can bring it to you. Actually, we have the proposed dates here, which is around mid-September, and I can give it to you later. Yeah? Stefano, go ahead.
Yes, just a few hours of Press Freedom Day. I would like to ask, I think I asked this before, but I ask it again. For President Espinosa, Julian Assange is a journalist, a publisher, or neither of the two?
Yeah, I think President Espinosa said before in this very briefing room that Mr. Assange, first of all, or above all, is a human being, and that his rights should be respected and protected. Yes. So if you don't have any other questions, I will cross to Miami, and then I come back to you. Yes? Carlos Chirinos, the mic is yours. Welcome.
Hello, yes. I would like to ask you something about Venezuela and the crisis that is going on there. I know the United Nations has called for the parts to restrain and establish peaceful negotiations in order to solve the problem. But those calls, of course, that we have seen, are not taking any effect on the field, and the violence and the crisis is deepening on and on. So I wonder if, with the crisis becoming more a global one in which important members of the Security Council are openly clashing, the United Nations has any meeting in the schedule in order to address the thing, and what needs to happen in Venezuela for the for the United Nations to intervene and to stop the deterioration of the situation, and above all, the risk of this humanitarian crisis worsening.
Thank you, Carlos. And I actually have to say that Carlos Chirinos is the editor of politics for Univision. Well, your question has several elements. First of all, I would like to start actually by saying that I'm here as the spokesperson for the President of the General Assembly, and that we will give you what the President is actually saying about the present crisis in Venezuela. You are right and spot on. The Security Council has been analyzing this issue with some meetings, but of course this would be a matter for the Security Council to reply. In regard with Mrs. Espinosa, she has been appealing, and for actually since she took office, for a constructive dialogue to happen in Venezuela for both sides or all sides across the board, to have to walk in the direction of a constructive, an open dialogue of that will actually lead to trust-building measures, to a trust-building environment that will contribute to the end of this crisis. She has been emphasizing and stressing that millions of Venezuelans depend on this dialogue to happen in order for their well-being to be assured. This is a point that she has been appealing for. As you know, she comes from the region. She was the foreign minister of her country twice, and she knows the region very well and the situation that has been going on for a while. She herself has had talks with leaders from the region, but also, as you may know, with the CARICOM leaders who came to speak to her in the efforts to contribute to the dialogue in the country. And she has been appealing for that to happen for the sake of Venezuelans. Did you get the answer, Carlos?
Yeah, sure. But the other thing is, I understand that the Security Council and the General Assembly are different instances, but from the point of view of the President of the General Assembly, I mean, she is very concerned about the deterioration of the humanitarian crisis. Let's forget about the political one that is going on. But in what moment do you think United Nations should intervene in order to the crisis worsening?
Well, first of all, the UN does not intervene. Basically, the UN and the President of the General Assembly is working very closely with the Secretary General, who already, made his good offices available to both sides. But of course, I don't want to go here into the Secretary General's position. This is actually a job of my colleague who spoke before me, Stéphane Dujarric. But this is, at the end of the day, a decision that the sides in Venezuela need to make. And her appeal as the President of the General Assembly is that this decision is made soon, that both sides can engage in a constructive dialogue. Carlos, I thank you very much. I know.
Yeah, sorry. When I said,
go ahead.
When I said intervene, I should have said taken steps.
No, absolutely. No, that's okay. But I thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much, and kind regards to our colleagues in Univision, and thank you for participating today.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you, bye. Okay, anyone? Any question? No? Okay, so I thank you very much for your patience, and we'll try to get colleagues who are not in New York, who are accredited to the UN, whose media outlet is accredited to the UN, to participate as they have questions. Welcome back, Abdul Hamid. I didn't see you. Welcome back. Good to have you again. Thank you, and I see you tomorrow.